In case you didn't know this yet, I'm a really big fan of Uber. I mean, a really big fan of Uber. I love Uber so much that I even record a bunch of videos about it. I introduced it to Uganda. I recorded this video on how to use it as soon as it became available in Uganda, and it got thousands and thousands and thousands of views. And I ended up getting a bunch of free credits along the way too, which I still haven't even used them all up yet. This video is specifically about the road to 2,000 Uber shares. But let me give you a little backstory first. I've been investing in Uber for quite some time. I actually hold Uber in other wealth management accounts. However, in 2020, a good friend of mine, who we've been friends for a really long time, started investing online, especially like with Uber and through Robinhood particularly. So we started these conversations, and I actually had a Robinhood account, I think since 2016. And I had, I think maybe like $5,000 in it at the time, and I would just play around a little bit, and I held a bunch of Apple, and I was just holding it there. And I had a Robinhood account. That was about it. When my buddy got it in 2020, I said, he got more interested, and I said, hey man, I'll invest, along with you. We can do it, together.
I'm just helping you invest in your future, my friend.
It sounds like a get-rich-quick scheme.
Yes, thank you. You will get rich quick. We all will.
If you have watched any of my other videos, and by the way, if you haven't, subscribed to this channel or go back in some of my playlists and you'll find some of them where I talk about how I first got started investing. And that was actually when I first got started investing in the market, which was stocks, bonds, mutual funds, when I was 18 years old. The first account I ever got was called First Trade, and I'll put the link in the description below so you can check that out. When I first started investing, I lost a whole bunch of money. I actually lost all of my money because I was doing a lot of either options, and I was very high risk trading, and I ended up just losing a lot of my money.
Hey, cuz, heard you're having money problems.
No, you didn't.
Listen, I got the answer. You declare bankruptcy, all your problems go away.
And also the crash happened back in 2008 and even before that. So there was a lot of stuff that was going on in my life, and so that money just disappeared. And I really pulled out of the day trading or buying stocks for quite some time. What I ended up doing was switching to a different strategy, which is called dollar cost averaging, and it's basically more of a long-term strategy. I went from short-term strategy to long-term strategy, and I've been holding those positions ever since, and I plan on it for a very long time, 10, 20, 30 years from now. So those strategies don't go away. A lot of those strategies are all on auto invest. All the accounts that I have, they're all on auto invest, and they just keep investing without me ever thinking about it. The whole idea of set it and forget it is like my life motto. What I ended up doing along the way is I said, I'm gonna shoot for this goal. We were running some numbers, me and my buddy and I running some numbers, and I said, how cool would it be if one of my stocks, was that one stock that if I bought now and 10 years from now, I would have made over like $10 million. You know how you read those articles sometimes? Have you ever seen those articles where you read an article, if you had bought Amazon stock when it was $30, by now you'd be a multi-millionaire, right? So I was like, all right, I'm gonna try that with Robinhood and I'm gonna do it with Uber. So I decided to go all in, kind of, with Uber, right? I don't want to say all in because it's not everything. But I want to show you some background in what some of the purchases that I made and how I'm holding long-term with Uber and the reason why. So Uber, I believe, as you can see on the screen, is it's a long-term vision. I love the vision they have. So not only are they helping people earn money from passenger rides or Uber Eats and a whole bunch of ways of earning income, they've branched out in just passenger rides, right? So you can earn money through doing that. You can order food and you can deliver food, right? And Uber Freight through delivery. So if you're a truck driver and you can, use Uber Freight in your business, which I think is fantastic. Use Uber for Business for your employees, which I think is great. Uber Transit, if you're using public transportation, trains, subways, and all that kind of stuff. And then Bike and Scoot, using electric bikes and scooters as well. Now there was another icon on their screen up until a few weeks ago, and it was right here as Uber Air, also known as Uber Elevate. But recently they've sold two components of their company, which I think was a very smart move. Uber ended up selling off Elevate and selling off the autonomous portion of their company. The autonomous portion meaning the assets they had, they sold it to, I forgot the name off the top of my head, I should have had it, but they ended up selling those, to companies. I'll post the news descriptions, links below, so if you're interested, and you want to read about it. They did that, and they also invested in those companies as well. They also not just sold it, but they sold it with an investment. And I thought that was a very smart move. And then I think it was last week, or it's about to happen, Uber just acquired Drizzly, which is an alcohol beverage delivery service, and they started even before Uber. So Uber took that projection and brought it into the Uber family, which I thought was a great purchase. So I see, that is my context. That's a little background, and I see a lot of positivity with Uber. And I want to go now and show you my Robinhood account here, where you can see what I'm doing here. Now, again, I do hold Uber in other accounts, but I'm not looking at it every day. Like Robinhood is the app I talk with my buddies about, and we check every day. And it's kind of interesting. Even some friends here on the island, I got interested, and they're buying Uber or Apple or Tesla through another app called Revolut, and I will post that in the link in the description as well. Right now we have Uber at $58.99. You can see there's some uptick there. This is actually as of a day. Let's just go back 5 years ago. All right, let's start at the beginning, right? So we have Uber listed in 2019, and that's really, I didn't even get interested in Uber during that time. In investing in Uber, but I usually like to wait and see how things go. And I invested like right around here. It was actually in September. So I invested right around the $40 mark. Where's the 40? It was like going down. I was right around the $40 mark. And then I literally just kind of forgot about it. I think I might have invested, I don't even know, maybe like 10 shares. I was doing a lot more in Apple through my Robinhood account. So I've been holding Apple a lot longer. And then it was really about a year ago, because right now it's February 6th, and I started investing more heavily during that time. So let's go back a little bit and rewind. Now, as you can see here, it says 1,437 shares. I should have done this video when I only had like 5 shares and showed you my road to 1,000 shares, right? That would have probably been cool. But anyway, I hit that goal. I ended up hitting that goal. I told my buddy I was going to get 1,000 shares. I did that over the course of like a month or two. And then I said, hey, you know what? I'm going to do this to 2,000 shares. And then here I am recording this video. So as you can see here, Uber's, the current market value of this is currently 84,000. Portfolio diversity is 50%. My average cost per share was $45. So as you can see, I've been buying Uber for quite some time. There's my returns. I have no reoccurring investments with this application with Robinhood because I like to do it manually. Because like again, it's between me and my buddies, we're kind of like doing it like that. Here's the example of Uber's growing exciting delivery business and about what's happening when they bought Drizzly. I'm sure that information is right here. You can see right there, Uber bought Drizzly. And there's a lot more going on there for news. 42 analyst ratings, 81% buy. But let me tell you, it's great. It's showing a buy. I really don't care. I would continue to buy Uber long-term because it's still really cheap. And I believe that it's going to continue to grow as a company. Here's some research reporting. Fair value at $61. Uncertainty they saying is very high. All right, so let's go down here, and I'm just going to show you some of my buys, and you can see some of my older buys. So you can see how I got a little bit more active during this time. You can see the different buys I was doing here. Let's go in here. See, I bought some shares when it was like $48 there, and then I bought more shares when it was $50, and then I bought some more at $53. If I keep going back, here's another one, 29. So here I bought 50 shares at $29, right? And then I bought some more at 33, right? So you can see I just keep buying shares, and there was one share I bought. I don't know why, I just bought one, but yeah. So you can see it's a lot of like sporadic buying. That's because I do this typically with like some of my buddies, right? We'll be just talking, and then all of a sudden I'll buy it like right in front of them. Like the other day, we were in this conversation, me and two of my buddies, and I randomly bought $2,000 worth of Bitcoin while I was standing in front of them. I'm like, you know what? I want to buy Bitcoin right now. Boom. And I sold that Bitcoin. It's not something I like to hold. So these are just things I've been doing over time, and I just keep buying and just accumulating. Now, so I've been doing that. There's a little bit of information about Uber. I'm not sure if you use the Robinhood app or have tried it yet. If you haven't, I'll put a link in the description. You can click on that and you will get for some free shares, and I will get some free shares, and we all get some free shares. By the way, if you're liking this video so far, give it a like so I know. So if you're interested in this kind of stuff and interested in Uber or interested in investing, or if you even have questions, you can throw some questions in the comments below, and I'll get back to you. And along this journey on my road to 2,000, I don't know. I mean, maybe I'll go to 3,000. Do you think I should? I mean, what do you think?
No, it's still... Okay, geniuses, how would you do it?
If you own Uber shares, let me know in the comments below. Maybe you want to post how many shares you have. If you feel comfortable with that, that's fine. Post it below, and then we can talk about it and see, you know, when buy and sell. And I'm going to do more of these videos and share the progress along the way, because I believe that this stock, by the end of this year, here's my future projection, right? So we're in February of 2021. My future projection that in the next 6 months, so when we hit June of 2021, I think Uber is going to probably be around the $65 mark, maybe closer to $70 mark. That's my estimation. I'd love for it to be more than that, but maybe we can come back and see this video then and see, you know, where we're at and what the numbers are.
I declare bankruptcy!